summer of 86 at 40.
Welcome to another Friday in the summer of 1986 at 40, the music video companion series, a weekly look at an artist, song, or music video from the Casey Kasem American Top 40 of the summer of 1986. Joining me today from the Bob and Tom Show, and my resident voice of the show, Jessica Alsman. What?
Well, hello.
You're here. I told people you wouldn't be here, and look what happened.
You lied right to their faces.
I did. Surprise, folks. There you go.
That's right.
Yes, somebody didn't pan out that was here. Time went by, and you were available. So I'm very happy to continue your streak here on summer of 86. So
I'm happy to be here. I was born in 86, so it feels good.
There you go. Yes, it was Aaron Newer's year of birth as well, which is why we are here at this one. And yeah, so you, Scott, Troy, and Jennifer all have been here for all of these. So very cool. We're all the gang's all together in separate episodes. No one's in any of them together, but you all spend time with me as I do these wacky journeys through these summers. So yeah, you're a baby during summer of 86, or you're not born yet. You're not born yet because you're in November, right?
Yeah, I was in my mom's belly at this time.
You're in a belly. But you just recently had your own too, which is
I did.
You've been absent, so congrats on the air officially here. That's pretty exciting.
Well, thank you.
You're surviving. It's not easy. It's tough.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wearing an Evan Williams sweatshirt, and it's kind of clean, so that's something. But I showered, so
there you go. Hey, cleanliness.
I'm cleaner than my clothes.
Cleaner
They
than
were clean earlier. The baby, she's in her little. I like to spit up everything.
Oh,
thank you so much for this. I give it back.
Yeah. Oh my. So you spent 3 years and a couple months in the 80s. Do you remember? You have any personal memories that stayed? Because that's a young age to.
No, the first president I remember was George Bush.
Okay.
Herbert Walker. If you
Herbert
41.
Walker Bush.
So I didn't even remember Reagan.
I have a memory of George Herbert Walker Bush when I was a kid. When he was, it was the day he was president. It was inauguration day, which is a day I remember. I was at school, and I can't remember what grade I was at. Was it 88? So I was probably like first grade, something like that. And I remember we were in the lunchroom and they had it on TV. So it would have been my birthday, too, because my birthday is always the inauguration day.
Right.
And I remember the kids, like Ronald Reagan was on the TV, and every kid was like, yay! And then they showed George Bush, and they went, boo! And I'm like, okay. But then I think back as an adult, I'm like, what? They really didn't know anything, because that would have been who you were yaying, right? Because there was no way Reagan was going to be president
whatever their
any longer.
Parents. They're just repeating what their parents said at home.
But
right?
their parents liked Reagan, but were booing Bush.
Maybe they knew that he was involved in like the JFK conspiracy.
Yeah, maybe.
If you want to go down that route.
Deep there, but it was kind of weird. Kind of weird.
You know what, though? I don't think I even remember Bush. I think I remember Dana Carvey playing.
Oh yeah,
Bush more than anything, because I don't remember him being on TV. In fact, I think my weekly reader, I remember when Clinton got elected more than it's almost like
Clinton was
I just remember
everywhere.
SNL.
Clinton was cool because he played the saxophone and he was younger and he had not got that. God, Mr. Saddam Hussein gonna go war. And then I remember a lot of Colin Powell during the George Herbert Walker Bush era. That's what I remember about that. That was the 90s.
Yeah.
Well, two of the 80s. But so this week in 1986, the movies we talked about on the Monday episode, let's see. I think you might have seen some of these. We'll see.
Okay.
Well, just asking if you have a couple thoughts or whatever about last night.
Demi Moore,
Rob Lowe, Elizabeth Perkins' film debut, and Jim Belushi.
I watched that when I was so young because I loved Demi Moore growing up. So I was like all about her movies, but I don't remember. a thing about it. Just like I don't remember what happened in The Juror.
There you go.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Not 86, but yeah.
right. Um, Big Trouble in Little China.
I never saw it.
No. Oh, you need to.
I mean, my mom was a big Kurt Russell.
I bet Donnie has seen it and would love to show it to you.
Yeah. I
It's
should
yeah,
watch it. I love
it
Kurt
is
Russell
great.
too.
It is a satire on all the like big macho hero people. So Kurt Russell's playing this just big. His name's Jack Burton, and he's a truck driver, and he's just this big doofus, and he winds up in the middle of this like Mortal Kombat clearly inspired by this movie because it's got a Raiden, it's got a Goro, it's got Shang Tsung. It's trust me, you'll be like thinking Mortal Kombat with it, and it's John Carpenter, so it is just and it's a Kim Cattrall, early Kim Cattrall.
Oh wow.
Yeah, really cool movie. Highly recommend. It's just so fun. It's so silly and fun. Disney movie, The Great Mouse Detective.
I think I've seen it.
Okay.
It's probably one of those that just was on because I feel like I feel like in my head I know what it looks like.
Okay.
A mouse that's a detective, probably. But
Well,
still.
yeah, I told a story on the episode about my school, my elementary school, when I was a kid. Around the time this came out, we had to stay after school and watch a movie day, and like they had it in the gym with a projector and like a 16 millimeter film version of it, and we all sat on gym mats, and they gave us popcorn, and they showed great. They also did that with An American Tail as well, but I remember staying after school and watching Great Mouse Detective.
Nice.
And then lastly, Psycho 3. It was the big
No.
movie. No?
No.
Oh, it's not bad. It's pretty good. The first, okay, so Psycho, it's like, oh my God, it's amazing. Why would they ever make a sequel or anything like that? Oh, lame. And then you watch, when people actually watch Psycho 2, they're like, holy crap, that was pretty good. Wow. All right. And then Psycho 3 is kind of what you would have expected in a Psycho sequel, but it's pretty good. It's Anthony Perkins, who plays Norman Bates. He directed it, and it's got Jeff Fahey in it. It's a pretty good movie. Pretty good little slasher, in my
I'll
opinion.
have to check it out. I don't think I even knew they made Psycho 3. I'm
Yeah,
a poser.
They made 4, and 4 was a
4?
Yeah, 4 was a Showtime movie. It was premiered on Showtime, and it's kind of got it's a current but telling a lot of backstory of Norman Bates through flashbacks, where Henry Thomas plays young Norman Bates, and Olivia Hussey's his mom. So yeah, interesting. It's not very good, but it's interesting. But there was also the original attempt at a Bates Motel TV series back in the 80s as well.
I didn't know they did that either.
Yeah, it had a pilot, and then just didn't get picked up. So there's a lot of psycho stuff out there. This is funny. That's a good segue because our song today is Peter Gabriel's Sledgehammer, which comes from his iconic 5-time platinum album. So there we go. It also had singles In Your Eyes, Don't Give Up, Big Time, and Red Rain. Sledgehammer reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, knocking off Gabriel's previous band Genesis, their first #1 with Invisible Touch, which we have talked about, or we'll talk about. I don't know where I'm at in the series here on these music video ones. This was Gabriel's biggest hit in North America and tied for his biggest hit in the United Kingdom. It was nominated for 3 Grammy Awards, which included Best Male Rock Performance, Record of the Year, and Song of the Year. I've got more to say about the music video, but let's just talk about Sledgehammer, the song first. Jessica, you familiar with Sledgehammer?
I am. And I immediately, when you picked Sledgehammer, I thought it was funny because Dave always freaking covers Sledgehammer.
I have seen it 11 times.
I was going to say, every time I think I see him, it's like, up here it comes Sledgehammer.
It's become, they started playing it in 2008. In the summer of 2008, they were supposed to have an album. They didn't, so they brought it along. They started playing a bunch of new covers. And when they started, I was paying attention, and I knew they were sound checking Sledgehammer. I'm like, oh, that's fucking great. That'll fit them perfectly. And because they did Sledgehammer and Burning Down the House and Money that summer. And then it went away. And then it came back hellaciously in 2018 and has been just there ever since. But I personally liked it back when they did it back in the 2008 version because it was more, they did their own thing with it more. And now they kind of just play it straight as it sounds because they have the synthesized. Because Tim Reynolds used to imitate the flute horn or flute thing or whatever on it with his guitar, and now they just have the keyboardist doing a synthesized one. So, but I have seen that one 11 times. It is for the hardcores when it comes on. It is a groaner, but the crowd goes nuts for it because they're like again. Because you see him take the guitar off and start walking on the mic, you're like, oh man, it's Sledgehammer. It's gonna be Sledgehammer. So if he's not wearing a guitar, it's gonna be Sledgehammer, and if it's not Sledgehammer, it'll be his song again and again. But yeah. So, but it's more than likely it's Sledgehammer.
Yeah. So you said Sledgehammer. I was like, well, I thought about Dave instead of PGAB, but
Mhm.
it's such a fun song. It is a fun song. I forgot how fun it is. Like
Yeah.
the actual version.
It's one of my
It's
favorite
delightful.
80s songs. It's just like really cool. It's like nothing else. And and Gabriel himself tries to, like, he's got a song called Steam that was trying to do it again, but like, it's just really unique. And they always talk about Peter Gabriel. He's this like world musician. I'm like, what the fuck's world musician mean? And I think it's all here in this song because
Right.
it's got all sorts of styles. It's got soul, funk, like just like all sorts of stuff going on. And it's just, it's a bop. It's like, it starts out the way it starts out. You'll never believe the song that comes after it. The flute thing at the beginning. You're like, okay,
Mhm.
what's this gonna be? And you probably think it's some Enya stuff or something like that. And then it's like, no, it's this like funk thing. It's really cool.
It sticks in your head. And I don't
Yeah.
think, I'm trying to think the last time I don't know if I've even seen this music video before. And I can't believe it because it's
Mm. Oh wow.
insane. There's so much going on.
Oh,
Like so much going on. And when it starts with sperm, I'm like, thank you.
there you go. Before we get to that, I want to mention the Sledgehammer was in my wedding stuff because when we had the reception, when they introduced all the people, the wedding party at the reception, it was Sledgehammer was playing.
Oh,
That's what I had
nice.
them walk out to. And then when me and Becky walked out, it was the throne room stuff from Star Wars, but the end of Star Wars. Um, the bum, bada bum, bada bum, 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 bum. Yeah,
It's appropriate.
kind of a nerd. I also had a James Bond song that played as we left during the wedding that the church we were having in was like, I don't think this is appropriate. I'm like, it doesn't mean that to me.
I knew a girl that walked down the aisle to Darth Vader's
Yeah.
theme, so it's like, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it was
Own it.
Nobody does it better by Carly Simon. That was it. And I got a lot of props for all the music that was used in our wedding stuff. So I was like, look at me. I know how to put on a show.
Nice.
But yes, the music video for Sledgehammer comes from Stephen R. Johnson, who also did Big Time, Steam, those videos for him. And he also did videos for Dire Straits, Talking Heads, and Oingo Boingo. And the perfect thing that I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Directed 13 episodes of Pee-wee's Playhouse.
That's fitting.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, makes sense. And then so this video is stop motion or whatever and stuff. It was done by Aardman Animations, who do Wallace and Gromit. They
Okay.
did all them. They're big animation studio. Shaun the Sheep, that type of stuff. Flushed Away with Hugh Jackman. Everybody likes Hugh. And then yeah, they did a claymation, pixelation, and stop motion animation for this. So like before they were gigantic or probably well known in America, they were doing this video, which this video's I can't believe you've never seen it.
If
That's
I did,
insane.
I just don't remember it. I can blame my baby brain. Like I've
Okay.
lost half of my memories or something,
So-
but it's very intense.
This is the all-time most played music video in MTV's history.
That makes sense.
It was ranked number 4 on MTV's 100 Greatest Music Videos Ever Made, and it has the record for most MTV Video Music Awards, where it took home 9 at the 1987 Video Music Awards.
Jeez. Fun
Huge.
fact, I have to tell you this. So my baby,
Mm-hmm.
her initials are VMAs
Oh,
because it's Vivian Myrie Alsman Alexander.
yeah,
So literally we just say VMAs.
that's
And we thought
funny.
that was fun.
Oh, that's really fun.
We're like,
Okay.
the music video, they're gonna be around forever. You're gonna love it. And it's like, oh.
No. Oh my.
But still, for the millennials, it's exciting. The VMAs. I don't think I watched any MTV though until like 1992.
Okay.
Because we didn't have cable when I grew up. So my
Yeah.
grandma had it. So if I was over there, we could check it out. So I missed anything 80s.
When I was young, I was like, man, Peter Gabriel's like the biggest star on the planet. They like play his shit all the time. He looks lively in this, and like, oh my god, this guy is the shit. Like he looks like this old cool dude. He's like hitting something that like I looking back, I'm like, this is more fitting of what like the Talking Heads do than Peter Gabriel almost. But this work, and it was just crazy. Like, and then I watching all the MTV shows back, like, oh yeah, the Sledgehammer's one of the best. It was like whenever they do their like, let's look back on ourselves stuff, and they always point to Sledgehammer as being one of the biggest music videos. Which this one, I get it. There's Robert Palmer's "Addicted to Love." Don't understand. I don't
Right.
understand why that's like. It's just too. It's like four bored ladies like.
Yeah.
And him like,
That's it.
"Argh!" And there's nothing artistic about it. Nothing. This one. Apparently, Peter Gabriel stood under glass for like 16 hours
I
doing
wondered, like,
under
what
glass.
the heck?
And like they drew like they had to paint him blue and draw clouds that slowly would go across his face to film it. Like they drew those on his face, like, and he had to get it washed off, put it back on, and then he had to sit there with like dead fish in there for a bit and all sorts of stuff. And it's crazy. Like, and then they go claymation, and this is just one of the ultimate 80s videos. Like this is the epitome. Like you just look at it and you're like, yeah, this is a moment, this is a thing. And he's singing. Like the sync isn't perfect, but who gives a fuck? This is impressive, you know?
Right. Especially in
Uh,
'86.
yeah. 19, I mean, sure they were shooting this in like 85, right? To get this
Right.
made, but I don't know. But yeah,
He
he's
doesn't seem like he's super like a funny guy either. Like he's not
yeah.
like I'm gonna be funny. So I'm
No.
surprised
'Cause like
he went along with it. Unless
yeah.
he's like, oh, this seems pretty iconic. I trust you. Like,
Because when
let's
he
do
was
it.
in Genesis, he wasn't funny, and then when he left Genesis, Genesis became funny, and then like he was this like they like to say he was like a cult musician, like he was the musician's musician, like everybody, like if you wrote rock, like he had a hit, Shock the Monkey in the early 80s, like crossed him over, and people know Salisbury Hill, but like it wasn't until like he breaks out, and this is a huge pop album. I think it's like, yeah, it's 5 times platinum, so I mean it's doing the business. It's doing the above average, because back in the 80s, you could probably get to platinum if you had one good hit. But this one's got big time. It's got In Your Eyes, which everybody knows In Your Eyes, right? You know that one.
Yeah.
And that got put in Say Anything and was huge there. And this one, yeah, Sledgehammer just it's party music too. Like it's just impressive stuff. I do really like the song as much as I've tired of my favorite band playing it at concerts I'm at all the time. But yeah, like, and that's 11. I've seen it 11 times. I've been to 80 shows. So it'll be when this drops, it'll be 82 because I go to see him this weekend, and then I'll be in Grand Rapids the week after this. So who knows? Maybe I'll add another Sledgehammer or two to
Yeah,
what
just
I
shoot me a
said.
text, like send a bunch of hammers. Like it happened.
Got hammered.
Yeah.
I got hammered. I got the hammer. But yeah, I do think this is such a fun song, such a big music. Like when I summer '86 and I saw that this was one of the music, I'm like, hell yes, Sledgehammer, hell yeah. It's as cool as getting like opposites attract in a summer with the cartoon cat and stuff. Like seeing like, having that be an option. Like those are one of the pivotal 80s videos that I think of, and a lot of people think of, because when I'm looking it up, I'm like, oh yeah, it does have all these accolades that come with it. It's not just like, oh yeah, it was the technology and stuff they did was, awesome. It was, yeah, it's good stuff. Sledgehammer.
That was really cool. I enjoyed the fruit face, like with the fruits moving around.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, this is delightful.
Yeah, this is like California Raisins were big in the 80s.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Yeah, this is like this. I love that. Like the Pee Wee's Playhouse stuff comes up, and I'm like, yeah, I love that weird stuff that they would do, and like Better Off Dead had a lot of stop motion animation to it, and it was kind of a thing in the 80s where like, let's try to fit in some little stop motion thing to our what we're doing. And I was just watching my 4K for Life Aquatic with Steve Sisu, and they do all the fish as stop motion animation stuff and that whenever you see them. But they're like, we want it to look like that, but we won't want to hold on to it and like distract the movie with that. But that's what I want my fish and stuff to look like. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. So, oh yeah. But yeah, this one, I could pop it on anytime. It's Gabriel kills it here. But yeah, he's a good musician. Does a lot of interesting stuff. He seems like a guy that's just gonna do what he's gonna do, and if it becomes popular, so be it. But he's not chasing anything.
Right. Doesn't
I-
have to be a little pop icon, I guess. But he was kind of like, was he considered a sex icon in the 80s or a hottie? Because he looks pretty good in that music
I
video.
don't know that he was. I think he had a couple years of being like top of the hill, like big pop star because of this.
Right.
But I'm not too sure.
Women weren't throwing panties at him like that type of thing. Or
Yeah, I
maybe
don't
they
know.
were. I don't know.
I mean, he's probably been. I mean, in terms of that, I mean, ever since he was in Genesis, he probably had that. He's probably because he started out. I mean, he's been in the public eye since the '70s, so I would imagine here in the '80s, he's just like older and more astute, cool guy. But then he does around the
Right.
same time he's doing the score for Last Temptation of Christ for Scorsese, so he's doing some crazy stuff there too. Like his music's just out there and interesting. But he also did recently, well, not recently. This was like 15 years ago, I think. He was doing a project called "Scratch My Back, I'll Scratch Yours," and it was basically a call out like, "Hey, artists, cover my songs, and if I choose yours, I'll cover some of yours." So it was like a double album
Oh,
where
that's great.
one album was artists covering his stuff, and one album was him covering other artists' stuff. So
That's nice. I like that.
yeah, that's a cool. Yeah, it was a cool one. So. He's he's a cool guy. Like his music when I hear it. I've never been like a diehard guy. I have So's awesome. Like this album, pick it up. Like it's one of the coolest 80s albums. It's up there in terms of like pop albums. It's up there with not quite there with Cyndi Lauper's. She's just so unusual, but I do like it up there a lot. It's like I'll pop it in randomly throughout the year. But it's not a long one. I think it's like only 9 tracks. So.
God, I don't remember what it's even like to have a CD or a tape. Remember we had to like turn the other side.
Turn the other side, yeah. Yep. Rewind,
Gosh.
fast forward. Tape culture is around still. People do like them still. They'll make collector's edition cassettes. So,
Well, I like that.
yeah. So, oh, Be Kind, Rewind. So, yeah. That's a Sledgehammer for everybody. Appreciate you stopping in for the summer, Jessica, for this one and done, but very awesome. We'll get you on
Thanks
one
for
of them.
having me.
If I do Batman season 2, we'll get you around for one of those for the '60s Batman episodes. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Is
So,
Julie Newmar in season 2?
a lot? She's the most used
Okay.
villain in season 2. So there's a lot of Julia Newmar opportunity. In that one.
Excellent.
So, but until then, where can people keep up with you?
You can find me over on Instagram at Jessica Alsman or X at JN Alsman. And there's a lot of baby stuff right now. I'm sorry. I just can't help but post.
I became the thing I promised I would never be.
We make it somewhat humorous versus, serious.
There you go.
Try. If not, whatever. Give me a break. I just had a kid. I'm trying.
There you go. It happens to us all. There's a lot of things before parenting. You're like, I'm not gonna be that. I'm not gonna be this. I was like, it's like we're gonna feed our kids better. It's like, no, McDonald's is fine.
Absolutely.
It's fine. McDonald's is fine. So okay. Well, I'm on the socials at Brand4KUHD. Subscribe to the YouTube channel where you can watch Jessica and I see her fabulous sweatshirt. And also my 4K Blu-ray and DVD reviews. As a reminder, I'll be at Days of the Dead, July 17th through 19th. Chris and I will be doing poorly described movies of the game, and I have another thing scheduled there, but I can't talk about it yet because it's not confirmed. But once it is, I'll be letting everybody fucking know about it because it's very cool. And then I'll be at Long Island in Long Island, New York, August 14th to 16th. Come say hey. I will be working on the documentary as well as signing books for Zeppo Publishing. So very cool stuff. Very excited to meet everyone at Long Island and see old friends as well. Say hi to Katie Manning again because she is a wonderful person. All right. This show returns Monday for more Summer of 86 at 40 with Scott, Aaron, and I. Until then, stay film positive.
Summer of 86 at 40.